We're live. How we doing, everybody? I am buzzing to be here today, especially after yesterday. Just as usual, just setting up my stuff so I can see the chat. So, Unit 6 reporting for duty, I hope. Just going to turn all my volumes and everything down. I'm about as organised as my dog. So, thumbs up if you can hear me properly. Thumbs up. Can you hear me properly? Just a thumbs up or the letter Y for yes. Buzz in, buzz in, buzz in. Here we go. So, let's say hello to everybody then. So, who was first? Who was first here? Was it? It was Salriz reporting for duty. How you doing? Roll. How you doing, mate? Salriz again. G-Mork. How you doing? Reporting for duty. Mac Lee. Richard Howard. Hello. Mag. Cybernetic Systems. How you doing? The Darth Valan. Shaky channel as always. Professor Popcorn. RDDR. Ben. Phelan. Anne Payne. Richard Howard, wubba dub dub. I love that. Wubba dub dub. Don't be offended by my laugh, I just love the name. Yeah, okay. Adam Anderson. I'm over the moon with the latest footage and the Comic-Con panel, everything. How epic was that? How epic was that? Okay, we've had a rough couple of weeks, and I have anyway, especially running this channel and then trying to stay as positive as possible. And it's hard work when you got the naysayers and the negative people being, just it's hard work anyway when you're trying to be the positive light, for the franchise. And I might only be a small difference, but I'm trying to be that difference. But yeah, it's fingers up to everyone that wants the movie to fail. I love it. I'm over the moon. Yeah, so we've got something to sink our teeth into. I'm just going to apologise. I'm just going to jump out. I've got a window right next to me. I've got to run around the camera to close the window to stop the traffic noise. 1 second. Don't worry, I'll be back. Epic. Just closing the windows. Told you I'd be back. That's my Arnie accent. So if I keep looking down, it's because I'm looking at the comments, as we already all know. So it's a good day to be a Terminator fan. Yep, we all admittedly had our doubts. We had the underwhelming trailer, but they've knocked it out of the park with this new footage. It's absolutely brilliant. What helps is I'm sure we got a taster of what Junkie XL is going to deliver to us, and if Junkie XL, I think they've made a good choice with Junkie XL because what's in the background sounds pretty good. So, oh yeah. So let's get some of this. Let's start. Yeah, so the Darth Valan says the future war looks cool. It does, doesn't it? It looks like we're getting some Rev 9s, but it might not be Rev 9s, it might be earlier Revolutions, so 8, 7, 6. whichever, they look a bit bigger. So there might be Rev, an earlier model, but you can see them. It looks like they've got an ability to keep connected to their Amimedi polyalloy, their liquid metal, we'll call it, yeah. It looks like they have an ability to stay connected to it and use the liquid metal as walking or as weapons. It looks like they've got a more advanced way of using their liquid metal or their nanotech. So that's going to be interesting to see. Very, very interesting to see. But you know, on the Future War scene, just a snippet, but I did put a video up of it. So we've got the video up and made the little snippet of the Future War scene. I'm back. Just had a bit of a connection problem. So yeah, so we're going to have the Future War. It's not just going to be Terminator endoskeletons and stuff like that. Terminator endoskeletons and stuff like that. It's going to be the Revelations, the Rev 9s. And yes, I know it's Revelation, but it's easier to say Rev 9. Just easier to say liquid metal instead of Amimedi polyalloy or nanotech. What's happening to the connection? So the whole footage looks insane. Sarah Connor. So a lot of people are asking about the next trailer. There's no info yet about the next trailer. You normally get one a few months before the next movie. So yeah, my connection will come back. It's just I've had a bit of a Wi-Fi issue. So if it keeps freezing up, bear with it. It will come back and start normal. So Sour is Edward Furlong is back. It's not just voice. It's going to be a small. It'll be a small cameo, but it's not just voice. Mr. H seems to think he knows it all, and he just doesn't. He's so negative towards his film. It's actually pissing me off. Like I say, I've got note against the bloke. It's just annoying. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so cybernetic systems. They don't mention how Edward Furlong will be involved in the film, but he will be involved. It's a cheap tactic anyway, and I'll say this as it is. It is a cheap tactic if James Cameron, and I won't defend that action either. It's a cheap tactic if James Cameron says Edward Furlong's back in the movie, and it's just the Jude Colley role that we all know about. That's a cheap tactic. I don't believe they'd do that. Tim Miller seemed to go along with it, so I think we're fine. It'll be fine. Lee Parker, I really can't see Edward Furlong being in the film. That's the idea. If we knew all the angles, it wouldn't be a surprise for any of us, would it? I believe they shouldn't have even said anything, but I think they're trying to build the hype up a bit more, which they needed to. They weren't guaranteed that this featurette footage would knock it out the park, as they say, but they, you know. Yeah, so RDDR. Loving the way the Rev 9 reforms. Very creepy. It's great to have a sense of unstoppable Terminator back. It's fantastic. I love it. It's the... a lot of people were saying, oh yeah, this Gabriel Luna, it doesn't suit the role as the new Terminator. He suits the role as a new Terminator now. That, like you say, the way he collects himself back together, the nano side of it or the liquid metal side of it, the way you can see him collect itself up off the floor, the smoke still coming off him because small metal parts would heat up quite quickly. And like, we all know how the T1000 brought himself up. He collected himself up like that. And this Rev 9 seems to like to get up on one knee and then bring himself up straight arched back, and then he's like back to consciousness again. Very well done. Looks amazing. He's going to be a pain in the arse. And we was under the illusion that the endoskeleton of the Rev 9 gets destroyed straight away. It doesn't look like it's going to. It looks like it's all going to hold itself together for quite a while. So Prince Goro, the featurette, has me salivating for the actual trailer too. Can't wait. It's turned a lot of people's heads around, definitely. Let's put it this way. I go on to, and I'm not slagging the bloke off because I don't know him, but his channel, Mr. H. You go onto Mr. H's channel and it's a septic tank, the comment section, because he's breeding negativity. I have hardly dealt with any negative comments today. It's been one of them days where I've actually enjoyed being a Terminator fan, because the positivity from what we saw yesterday is great. So Uber YouTuber thinks it'll be better than T2. Well, we can hope, but it's definitely it's looking like it's got that vibe, a Terminator 2 feel to it. It looks like it's definitely got a great feel to the movie. I can't, like, if you watch the beginning of this, you'll see how over the moon I am with what we saw. It's amazing, honestly. I'm just so over the moon. Dun, 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 dun. Real Mick Falls, is this the video you saw that was pulled after the first teaser? No, I had a big interview thing that I can't blooming find on my phone anymore. I deleted it by mistake. Yep, we've got a definite R rating. Yeah, Cybernet Systems, it's fucking R rated. Oh yes, it is R rated. We knew this anyway. I knew we was getting an R rated. I've had it on my channel for ages that we was getting an R rated because I had an interview with James Cameron, so we knew we was getting an R rated. Hard R as well. So it's not pussyfoot R, it's a hard R. Craig Jones is back. Yeah, Craig Jones. Yeah, the trailer will be more than likely end of this month or mid-August, I should say. That's the time period that you normally, if a movie was out, any other movie was out, the time period would be August-ish. So that's how they do it a couple of months before. I looked at it and then Googled when the usual time period for a trailer is, and that period makes this mid-August. So we could get a trailer tomorrow, but I'm going to reap the glory off this featurette for a bit and then go into the trailer 2. I hope they get the trailer right. So let's talk Rev 9, jumping through mid-air. We ate that when we first saw the trailer. I absolutely hated it. And then you see the future war scene and the dynamics of the Rev units, and it kind of makes sense. They can jump around as they jump around. Um, they have the power to make weaponry and all stuff like that out of sharp stabbing weapons and moving tentacles out of their liquid metal. So I think them jumping, or him jumping as high as he does, Sarah Connor will die. Sorry about that. Well, something wrong with my connection today. Normally all right. So Rahul the Dad has donated to the channel. Thank you, mate. You're already a part of Unit 6 anyway, I'm sure. But yeah, do you think Sarah will die, mate? Yeah, I do think she will die. I honestly do think she will die. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But it's the passing of the torch, isn't it? So it's like, yeah, fuck. It's the passing of the torch. I've not really thought about it, and yeah. So we will lose Sarah Connor. That's my thoughts anyway. What do you guys think? Do you think we'll lose John Connor? Peter Gerard has donated to the channel. Thank you, mate. Are you a part of Unit 6 as a moderator? You are already a moderator, mate, so thank you very much to the people that donate to the channel. It does help. If you want to donate to the channel, it's just, I think there's a donation button at the bottom where you comment. I'm not sure how it works. But respect to anyone that does donate to the channel, and stick a question with it, because then I can see your questions and give you a shout out, because there's that much in front of me. So Raoul asked the question of, will Sarah die? I lost the connection. I do think Sarah Connor will die in this because of the passing of the baton. I think Sarah Connor will die in this because of the passing of the baton, the passing over to the new characters. And I don't think it will be a we will bring Sarah Connor back because of the time travel thing. If you watched the panel, Tim Miller yet again says there's only one road, there's only one timeline, and that is this timeline we're in now. There's no alternate, there's no, oh, this, what happened in this universe, it is this timeline, and that's it. So Terminator 1, Terminator 2, Dark Fate. I'm trying to see the questions that aren't there. Yeah, Skynet's attacking my live stream. So someone's asked about Legion. It's very, very suspect that Legion is true, which makes perfect sense. Anyway, I don't see why people should be bothered. His name is changed to Legion. Tim and that's today on the panel, and it's stuff that we've been saying on this channel for ages. Set up Terminator 2 with blowing up Cyberdyne and destroying all evidence of the future. It has advanced in a different way. So Skynet's name changing to Legion makes a lot of sense. Terminators becoming the way Rev 9s look, or Revelation units look, makes perfect sense. The change of the name with a Terminator, it's a Terminator movie, so maybe the Rev change there, but Skynet change into Legion, yeah, it doesn't bother me. So I'm just reading questions. So Andy XL saying she didn't do T3 because she got killed. Why would she do this to get killed off? she didn't do Terminator 3 because want she didn't believe in doing Terminator 3. It wasn't because she got killed. She got killed because she wasn't in Terminator 3. That's why they killed her off. They did the quick, easy story because Linda Hamilton wasn't in T3. That's why they killed her off. But why do, you know, just because someone is in a movie or not in a movie, or put the effort to be in a movie or not put the effort to be in a movie, doesn't change the fact that they can be killed or not. It's the story is what fits the story, not what fits the actor. So the fact that Linda Hamilton coming in as Sarah Connor and her dying at the end is very plausible in this world. So yeah, the movie shouldn't fit around the actors. The actors need to fit around the movie, the story. The One. How you doing, mate? I think the reshoots are the reason we didn't get trailer 2. Could be possible. We didn't get trailer 2. I think we didn't get trailer 2 because we're not due the trailer yet. We wouldn't, if there was no Comic-Con, we wouldn't be getting it. We wouldn't be due the next trailer until mid-August, and end of July, mid-August anyway. So it's I don't think the reshoots are anything to do with the trailer. So Craig Jones, if the leaks are true, we will have a T3 where Sarah was killed off, and now a T3 where John is killed off, and Sarah's killed off possibly. It's poetic, yeah. Tim Miller said, so B Rizzle, future war will be epic. Tim said the interview, the choices Sarah made in T2 have serious consequences and for the worse, which is interesting. Yeah, she's dealing with some very, very big consequences of Terminator 2. Consequences that most film goers won't even suspect. You got to remember, the people that are sat here on this live stream, mostly anyway, are kind of hardcore fans. So people like your partner, my missus or whatever, they won't suspect a thing. So just reading your questions. I'm trying to read your questions, and I'm also trying to keep up on the conversations that are going. Flash E-roll. Do you think Robert Patrick will make an appearance? Very unlikely, but anything's possible, especially with the Edward Furlong news that we thought was impossible, that we thought just would not happen. They should end it after this movie. So Rob Vaney on the Junkie XL thoughts. The sound of there's something I forgot to upload today actually. There's an Adobe short snippet trailer which has a soundtrack in the background which sounds really epic, which I'm not sure if it's Junkie XL, but I slowed down the Future War sequence today and uploaded it, and then put the music that was on that Adobe advert for Terminator Dark Fate and put it in the background of the future war scene that I uploaded, but just slowed it down a touch. And if that's out to do with Junkie XL, then we're in for a treat. And if there's what it sounded like in the background of the featurette, if that's Junkie XL, we are in for a treat because it was sounding good. Jimmy Martin, thanks for the donation, mate. Much appreciated. You are now part of Unit 6. That means you are now a moderator to the channel. Thank you for donating. Legion, Revelation, religious undertones, perhaps. Yeah, there is religious undertones, but I think it's more. I don't know, I don't think it's going to ram religion down our throat. I just think, yeah, the biblical undertones, it makes it more eerie. I don't know why. When the future war scene came up and I slowed it down and watched it, I thought of hell on earth, and the angels with the wings coming out to grab you and do whatever they do. I'm not a religious person, but there's dark angels apparently in biblical, I don't know, in the Bible or whatever, and I just thought of hell on earth with the future war scenes, the Revelation units coming out with the tentacles, scary shit. Definitely going to be a it's definitely going to be good to see the future war. I'm excited for the future war. I'm excited for this movie beyond belief now. But I think there is religious undertones just to creep you out, I think, more than anything. The freakiness of it all. But yeah, because we've got Revelation units, haven't we? We've got Legion, which is the Legion of angels or whatever, which is like, it's a bad tide in on earth. A lot of people have posted the actual Bible saying verse or whatever it's called. I so do not do religion, me. But yeah, so definitely some religious undertones, but in the positive manner to freak you out more than anything, I think. RDDR, is the Rev 9 two independent units, or does one control another? Quite a hollow unit. The endoskeleton, if you look at the endoskeleton, there's nothing inside it. It's just a hollow frame like a human would be if we had all our organs took out. So I do think with the size of processors and the ability for the liquid metal to be independent, I think the endoskeleton could be independent. Someone did suggest that the endoskeleton could be kind of a dumb unit that's controlled by the other because of the rebar being thrown at Danny Ramos. Why would the machine miss? But then when you got the featurette trailer, you can actually see Grace yank her out the way really sharply from the rebar. So I think two independent units, because a machine kind of wouldn't miss with a javelin its rebar. So I'm over the moon with Edward Furlong being in this movie. He is a legend. I bet everyone else is excited. People are saying to me in comment sections that, no, I've heard that he's not in it. He's just going to be the voiceover and that. And that basically just suggests to me that you're listening to Mr. H. Mr. H knows as much as you know and as much as I know. He doesn't know. So Jim Cameron is saying that he's in it. Tim Miller agreed that he's in it, so he's in it. But I believe it will be a small cameo. I do think, don't get your questions up. Don't get your hopes too high for a big cameo role. It'll be something near the end with him setting up Terminator 7. That's my thoughts. Or he could be in a future war sequence. But I'd rather him in it than not in it at all. And I don't believe they're conning us with the Jude Colley face. We know that already. That's old news. So I think we will get a cameo from Edward Furlong. I think they know the fans want that as well. Do I think the Rev 9 looks scary enough? Yes and no. The endoskeleton looks scary. The way it all collects itself looks freaky. But as a person, he doesn't look scary because he's an infiltrator, and he doesn't. You don't want a scary looking bloke, do you? Because you're not gonna. Well, you're not going to go near him here, so you need to be lured in. So the opposite of scary is the effective way a termination unit or revelation unit is or should be. Just reading your questions. Yeah, who likes the Araya Kozravi, sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. Sorry, I'm from Lincoln. I don't do translations very well, but it looked awesome in my opinion, and looking forward to it, especially when the T800 opened fire on the Rev 9's face. He looked scary though. Yeah, I love it. It reminded me when it was pummeling the face or machine gun in the face of the Rev 9. It reminded me of when the T800 clambers off the back of the truck onto the front of that lorry with the what's it called? The freezing stuff. I can't bloody remember it now. And shoots him in the face on that as well. The liquid nitrogen. And just shoots the T1000 in the face on that. That's what it reminded me of instantly. And I was thinking, yeah, the T800 loves shooting other units in the face. He knows where to target. The face is obviously a weak point. Moving parts, eyes. So yeah, did it remind you of that, where the T1000 gets pummeled in the face with a machine gun in T2? Tony Louis, are you excited or skeptical about that they are abandoning the original Terminators and going with Legion Terminators? They are totally different from T800s and others, especially in the future war. No, I'm positive. All the moves that they are doing so far are positive. I know the movies don't count, but if you count Terminator 3 and Terminator Salvation, trying to chase down John Connor, it does. We've done it. It's been done, tried. It worked for Terminator 2, brilliant. They tried again in Terminator 3 and it just wasn't successful. And they keep trying the same. You can only, what is it? Keep doing the same thing, repeating the same thing, but expecting different results. It doesn't work, does it? So do it different. So yeah, I'm optimistic about the change of termination units to revelation units and the possibility that Skynet is Legion. It all makes sense. And why have a fear of change? Like I say, it's failed with the other movies. Terminator 1 and 2 were the only successful movies. It failed in the others because they kept trying to chase John. They kept trying to do the tag. I know Salvation was Salvation, but yeah, they've tried it and it doesn't work anymore. And if we would soon be moaning if we got a Terminator Dark Fate movie and they were chasing John Connor down the street again, we'd be like, oh God, they've done this. Why don't they do that? Why don't they blooming change this up? Why don't they change that? We would soon moan because we know how to moan on this internet, do we not? So be optimistic that we've got the possibility of Legion instead of Skynet because of the advancement of technology. Be optimistic that Termination Units, the name has changed to Revelation Units. Big deal. As long as we're getting the same style kind of movie, as long as it's warranted, I'm over the moon, over the moon. It's like iPhones, you know, we soon whinge when we get the same shape iPhone. We need new. We need new to be happy, and I think being new is going to make us happy. So, yeah, I just did EastEnders. I just did the EastEnders. I don't even watch EastEnders. Fuck. So let's see, because I've not asked everyone who's here. Who's hyped about the footage? Who enjoyed the footage? Give me a smiley face. Give me, you know, let's have it. Dung dung. And a lot of people loved it. I know that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, see, Mackley loved it. Aria, Cos Ravi loved it. Tony loved it. Mackley loved it. Raoul loved it. Yeah, Flasher all loved it. Cybernet Systems loved it. Tom Sklanky loved it. Uber YouTuber, yeah. Ronnie Dodge loved it. Tropical Damo loved it. Rob Lehman loved it. Shaky Channel loved it. Josh loved it. That's Josh Nitschke, is it? Or Niche. Loved it. Crazy Dave loved it. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, RDDR loved it. And on. And on. And on. That's what I mean. The positive vibes about this movie today are epic. And then you go to Mr. H and he just finds something negative. Nothing against the person, just his points of view. I disagree with his opinions towards the movie, not the person, his opinion. So, you know, I think this is 100% of the people I've asked loved it. This is great stuff. Tony Lou says Mr. H just gets clicks for his negativity. He just jumps on the wave of anything that's trending. He's got no passion for the movie. He doesn't care whether the movie's successful or not. He might say he cares, but he doesn't care. He wouldn't bash it the way he does. You cannot say I don't care what anyone says. You can't have that much negative opinion about a movie and tear it to pieces like that and be a fan. Sorry. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I had my issues with the first trailer, and I'm not Mr. Perfect here at all. I'm not trying to sing my own praises or anything like that, but the first trailer was underwhelming. Yes, it was. Very underwhelming. But I didn't need to tear it to pieces to you know, doesn't help the movie, does it? There was no help in there. But like I say, nothing against Mr. H as a person. Just I've got a big problem with his opinion towards this movie. Cybernet systems have a live chat head to head. It'd be pointless because you can't. Someone yesterday tried to um, talk to him. I was watching the chat and he just blocks people. Um, Mr. H always has to be right when it comes to his opinions towards this movie. So, you know, you can't argue with someone that. You can't argue with people that are that negative anyway. You just can't do it. It's a pointless task. Um, but yeah, I'll stop saying his name. Like I say, got nothing against the bloke. I don't know the bloke. I've just got a problem with his opinion towards the movie, the way he bashes the movie. And I've got a right to have a problem with it. Um, so KJM has donated to the channel. Thank you for donating to the channel, mate. It helps a lot. It does help out a lot. It makes, well, yeah, it makes things a lot easier. It makes me want to do live chats more as well. Yeah, because I don't do them that often. But thank you. His question is, with AI becoming more intelligent, do you think one day the future war could become a reality? And would you lead the Unit 6 resistance? Future war is a possibility. You're talking 100 year, 50. Well, technology advances that quickly though. The the way artificial intelligence is advancing as a sentient being could be quite quick, but as a physical unit like the Revelation units, the Rev 9s, Termination units, T800s, T600s, whichever, they're really advanced machines. But if artificial intelligence became sentient, it would then have the ability to invent and create machines quicker than we could ever even imagine doing it. So, with the advancement of artificial intelligence, future war is very possible. Would I lead Unit 6? I would lead you guys, Unit 6, the resistance. But I've never shot a gun. I can box, but what good's punching a plumbing machine? It's just going to smash your face in. So, but yes, thank you, KJM. Thank you for donating. Itchy RK has just donated. Is that $100? That's insanity. I'm gobsmacked, mate. I don't know what to say, but he says, thank you for all you do. You are a true fan. Keep up the positive vibe. John Connor or not, I'm totally stoked for Dark Fate. Itchy RK, I'm totally stoked, man. That's an insane donation. Thank you. I'm gobsmacked, mate. Yeah, thank you. You're now a part of Unit 6, which is people that donate to the channel. I make you a moderator. A permanent moderator, mate. Thank you very much. Max, if that's $100, a lot of money. Thank you, mate. Honestly. But yeah, yeah. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for your donation, mate. Honestly, helps the channel out a lot. It really does. It makes me want to do live streams more. Makes me want to get involved with you guys. because obviously in a Terminator channel when there's been so much negative energy, but I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to get on here with you guys and discuss Terminator Dark Fate. Itchy RK, you'll be in the next video I put up. You'll be in the background as a major donator. If you want to email me and any requests video wise and that, you let me know, mate. But thank you very much, honestly, thank you. I would be cheering a bit, but I've been ill, really sore throat. I'm going to tell my partner, actually, she's downstairs. 1 second. I just banged on the ceiling together. I'm just going to tell my partner. Hang on. Hey, Itchy RK has just donated $100. $100 US, yeah. $100 US, yeah. Yeah. I've just gone to tell you because it's like, but yeah, so, yeah, honestly, yeah. Yeah, so thank you. Sorry, it's everyone, but the internet keeps buggering as well, babe.
Yeah, it does me as well. It's pants today.
Oh, okay. Don't change it though.
No, I'm not doing that. Are you frozen or something?
No, I keep bouncing around. It does. It's obviously it doesn't affect me. It just affects everyone that's.
Oh, I thought the girls were being loud.
Yeah, so everyone's just shouting a respect to Itchy RK for donating to the channel. I keep going on about it because it's $100. It's a lot of money, and it makes. Yeah, so. So anyway, right, let's get back into the questions. Right, on Valentine. If this movie is dissed by non-loving Terminator fans, so disrespect by non-Terminator fans, then there won't be another one. We need to get behind the movie. Trailers look amazing. R-rated is fine. A plus and blood and gore. Yeah, this is why I've got a big problem with big channels with hundreds of thousands of subscribers slagging the movie off. I was watching this new Spider-Man the other day. Fucking internet. I'm not even going to apologise for my French. I'm sorry. Fucking. Right, so where was I? Yeah, so a lot of people, believe it or not, we're the hardcore fans. We are the people that want the franchise to be successful. We're the ones that read up about it, and we're the ones that go on YouTube every day typing in Terminator 2, Terminator Dark Fate, whichever. We know about the movie, but there's an awful lot of people that don't know about this movie. And when you've got toxic vibes, even like we all know how positive that featurette was. That featurette, that Comic-Con panel yesterday was amazing. You can't big it up enough. It was that good. It was that positive. And these big channels still ram it down. And you know why? Because they don't care about the franchise and they just want the views. They're sat there, all they give a fuck about is the views. I'm doing a Tim Miller now and getting my F words in. If you haven't seen it, by the way, there is a 40-something minute long Terminator Dark Fate panel from Comic-Con. It's now up. You don't get to see any of the footage, but you get to see. You don't get to see the Terminator footage, but you actually get to see the panel with Tim Miller, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Diego Boneta, Gabrielle Luna, Natalia Reyes, Arnie, and I've missed someone, Anna, Linda Hamilton. But yeah, so get on that. There's a little Future War sequence that I uploaded, and the music is actually that I uploaded to it, stuck to it, is actually music from the Adobe CGI company, with Tim Miller thanking the Adobe, and it's got I can't explain it, and Terminator Dark Fate footage in it, and the music, which I think is Junkie XL. So, hello, Michael Edwards. I liked that Arnold had a say about the R rating on the Reddit AMA. That's the Ask Me Anything stream, making previous Terminator PG-13 was a money grabbing joke. Yeah, it was a piss take to the franchise. PG-13 doesn't work. PG Terminator movie doesn't work. You need R rating. You need there to be no limitations. There would be no limitations if a freaking machine was running after you, trying to kill you. You wouldn't be minding your F-bombs. There would be blood and guts from bystanders getting in the way of a blooming T-1000. I'm talking about the scenario, not Dark Fate, or a Rev 9. T-1000, the original scenario in real life would be fucking deadly, and it's an R rating deadly, not a pussyfooting R rating as well. This is a hard R, red banner, hard R. So I'm so excited for this movie now. I was sulky when I got the trailer. When we got the trailer, I was sulky, but I had to be as positive as possible. But I was still positive. I was sulking a bit, and then it was hard work with all these negative comments. Really, really hard work. And then this has just uplifted the vibe of yes. And then when you get donations that help out the channel as well, like sorry, like Itchy RK, it's like, yeah, it just makes it all worthwhile. It helps out. It's insane. Thank you. But yeah, and then when you're helping promote and helping bring awareness to a franchise you love, and everyone else is enjoying it with you, it's great. It's hard work trying to stay positive in a negative environment, and I don't care who you are. James Handley. So why is Jude Colley you're on about in the movie? Because we will be having flashbacks of John Connor. There will be flashbacks of John Connor, the consequences of what happened to John, whether he lives or dies. That the leaks we don't know are 100% true, whether John dies. So Jude Colley is John Connor. Edward Furlong can't play Jude Colley from back in the day. He can't do it because he hasn't got the body for it. He can play John Connor as John Connor and of today because he is Edward Furlong. It doesn't matter what he looks like. Yes, he might be unwell. He might not be sculpted like a blooming model or whatever, but he's still John Connor, and the leader of the resistance doesn't need to be a bodybuilder, just needs to have the mental, he was the person that uplifted people mentally, made them rise mentally, gave them the spirit first to fight. He didn't give them the physical ability to fight. He gave them the spirit to want to fight back against the machines. So it doesn't matter what John Connor physically looks like. So we'll have the Jude Colley, young John Connor, Edward Furlong as the John Connor, but don't expect a big cameo. I wouldn't expect a big cameo at all. So I'm just reading questions again. Gmog. Sorry, just reading questions. 1 second. I'm just trying to catch up with everyone because when I'm talking, I miss out on everything. Do apologise. I'm just trying to read. While you, if you liked the video, if you liked the footage, please leave a like on this video. It helps the channel out. It helps the word spread and whatever. You know what I mean? I'm the positive light for this movie. I never change my tune. If you've never come to this channel before, I'm not blind. I'm not stupid. I just, if there's out negative, I don't believe in tearing the movie to pieces. You can be critical without being a prick. And that's how I am on this channel. So when it comes to Dark Fate, I hope stay positive about it because there's no point in tearing it to pieces. Be constructive with your criticism. That's how I say it. Let's see where we're all at anyway. Like I'm trying to do a catch up here. I'm also trying to read questions that people haven't asked. It's to start to see your names. So, free to last one. I'm literally jumping for this movie now. It's so freaking cool. That's how I feel now. That's how a lot of people feel. That's how Alan Cuthbert feels. Thank you for a donation, mate. He's donated £1, a quid. That's what we call it in England. A pound, a quid. Thank you, mate. Respect. Everything helps, and it does help as well. Thank you very much. I've now made you a moderator as well. People that donate get turned into moderators, which is what we call on this channel Unit 6. Droga Mystica. And will there be 2 T800s sent back in time? I don't know. Being honest, that's one thing we don't know at the moment. We don't know what version of the T800. Well, I've not kept up with that part yet today, because it changes on a daily basis. But the version of the T800, we don't know what he is yet. We know that he's more. How do you put it? What's the word they're using for him now? He's more. It's sentient anyway. He's more human-like, more alive. Constantine B. Greetings, Polescar. Oh, I can see you, mate. But yeah, I don't think there'll be 2 versions of the T800. Well, there might. No, I think we lose the T800 from T2, but there was a secondary unit sent back that then ended up with a dumb mission. So Dario Frigerio, hello friend, how you doing, mate? Yeah, Jimmy Martin, I'd love to see 2 T800s as well. It would be good, but I think, yeah, we get the T800 version that is, how'd you put it? T800 version that we got in T2, that's gone, and then we get a secondary unit that was either sent back in T1 and just didn't acquire in time, and then ended up with a dumb mission, or it more than likely be a secondary unit in T2 that just didn't acquire John in time, because it was just when the T800 acquires John in Terminator 2, it's a stroke of luck that he's passing that bridge and spots him. So yeah. Ross Clark, do you think it would be nice to see an original T1000 making another appearance? Uh, it would be nice to see a T1000 or two. I did until we got the Revelation 9 units. Well, I think the Future War units to look a bit bigger. I'm not sure, so there might be Revelation 8 or 7, but I did suspect that the units in the Future War, because we got told about tentacle Terminators from Comic-Con, so we did suspect, well, I suspected that the BT, what they're called T1001s, which have the ability to make stabbing weapons out of every area, as T1000 is more limited. So, but yeah, you have to excuse me a second. I'm just going to take my jacket off. I'm fucking roasting. That would have been a good opportunity to say, don't worry, I'll be on it. Do apologise, just had to set my blooming hoodie off, I'm dying. Right, so anyway, what was your favourite part? Your favourite part of the new featurette? Mine was, well, two favourite parts were the Rev 9 collecting itself together and building itself back up, and the part where T800 is shooting the living shit out of the Rev 9's face. Love it. Thought it was a nice nod to the T1000's face getting shot to pieces in the truck with the liquid nitrogen in, when the T800 gets stuck into him out in the front of the liquid nitrogen truck, if you can remember. Sorry, I've got really sore throat still. This is the most I've spoke since I've had a sore throat, so it's... But yeah, let's say hello to people anyway. Well, we'll have a break from the questions a sec. Let's say hello to people. Where are we talking from? Where are we typing from? What part of the world? Raul, who will kill John? It'll be T800, mate. So Vincent Veroni's in Toronto. Ross Clark is in Scotland. 07D, Argentina. We've got Belfast, that's Cybernet Systems. Shaky Channel, Scotland. William Jawlaw, Sweden. Culture Cauldron, West Yorkshire, UK, so just down the road from me. Plymouth, UK, just down the road. Kansas City, US. Montreal, Bolton, London. Another London, Flasherall, Mac Lee, London. Jimmy Martin, Bolton. Roller Dad, Montreal. Kansas City, Jesus Christ. KJM, Plymouth, UK. KJM's Area 51, nice. David Dickinson, Manchester. Josh Niche, Los Angeles. Melbourne, Australia. Jesus. James Cox, the moon. What's Wi-Fi like on the moon? Better than mine today, I hope. Yeah, I like the Area 51 and the moon. Limburg, Germany. That's Dennis. Red Mist, Houston, Texas. Rob Lehman, Huddersfield. Pennsylvania, Carlos. Arizona. I feel like I'm in Arizona now. God damn. Chernobyl. I like it. So anyway, right. Craig Jones. I was going to say Lincoln. On Lincoln. Yeah, Lincoln. Craig just up the road. So KJM. What do you think about Arnie speaking about the part saying people will be surprised? Do you think that's because of the brutalness of his part or the human side kicking in? I think it's best of both worlds, mate. You're going to be surprised how human he is, how more conscious and aware he seems to be. Yeah, but the brutality of the machine as well. Because with humanity comes brutality. See, machines as they are, let's say, they're very precise, very quick at what they do. So they'll do the quick and easy. A human being, quite sadistic. So if the T800's anything like a human, there could be a sadistic nature to this T800. I know he's not. It doesn't seem to be the enemy of Sarah Connor and that, because he's on the. He seems to be on the R team, shall we say, and he's shooting the Rev 9. But humans are savage, aren't they? So if he's anything like a human being, then well, we're gonna win for a good T800. So I'm trying to speak as loud as my voice is dying on me. I've been ill for a few days. So the last couple of videos I've been putting out, my throat is just. Aria Cross. I'm just going to call you Aria Khosravi. Aria Khosravi. How would you like to see the opening scene, like T2 with the theme song? Well, I want to see the opening scene. I would love to see the steel mill scene. That's what we theorised on this channel, where you'd get the thumb going down, T800 dying, consequences, and then the next unit catching up, and we theorised that another unit, T800, would turn up and then kill John. So we've had. That's how I would like to see, not John killed, but I'd like to see. I would love to see, in my ideal world, the T800 thumb go down, another T800 unit or termination unit then try and chase down John and Sarah again, so the chase goes back on again, but they escape, leaving an idle termination unit, which then becomes, because it's got nothing to do and it's been hunting for John Connor for that long and Sarah Connor for near on 30 years, it becomes more humane, and then realises that actually killing John and Sarah Connor, and that is a dumb idea. But that's what we theorised ages ago. So after I've done this, I will upload. There's a trailer promoting a CGI thing that Tim Miller paid respects to, and it's got a nice music theme in the background. I'll upload it, and I think that gives a hint of what Junkie XL's score is going to be like. Raul Haddad, why does the Rev 9 take a shit ton of hits like a loser? I think you're talking to someone else, aren't you? Oh, you're talking to me? What? How do you mean? Why does the Rev 9 take a shit ton of it's like a loser? So do you mean... I don't know. What, in the actual... Oh, in the face, you mean? He probably just likes to eat bullets. Sorry, mate, I'm just... Yeah. Itchy RK, are you going to see Arnold in Birmingham? If so, let's meet. I'll buy you lunch, dinner, whatever. I'm not off to it now. Itchy RK, sorry, yeah. Birmingham. I might do it, you know. Let me think on it, and I'll get back to you. Because I would like to do it, in all fairness, but I don't know whether it'd be a pointless task. I mean, yeah, I'd love to meet up with people, have dinner and stuff like that, and go to Terminator events and Arnold events and stuff like that. I did meet up with Craig Jones once. We had a chat. It was good. But yeah, I'll think on it, mate. Itchy. Okay, definitely think on it, and I'll get back to you. KJM, how many subscribers until I get a Terminator themed tattoo? I'd get one tomorrow, mate, if it made sense. I think what I'll do, in fact, if the film does well, I will get a Dark Fate tattoo. I will do it if it does well, because my channel has been around Dark Fate. These videos stay online forever, don't they? So yeah, why not? Alan Cuthbert, we need to stop the hate now. I'll admit I had my reservations, but we've had nothing but good news about the film recently. Let's all be a bit more positive. Yeah, positivity goes a long way. It's just so easy to be negative. These people that are negative, and I'm not on about, and this is where people seem to get me wrong. I am not on about people that had reservations about the movie. I'm not got nothing against people's opinions. What I have a problem with is very large YouTube channels spreading negativity. We had an amazing Comic-Con. We had an amazing featurette, and still certain channels pulled it down. Still, because they know to get views off their negativity. Rahul Dad has donated $2 to the channel. Again, thank you, mate, as always. Question, Carl's on the van, so T800 as a cleaning company. Yeah, we suspect his cover is a cleaning company. If you look, you mentioned the phone number as well. If you look at the phone number, it apparently coincides with the dates that the first Terminator landed or travelled back, or Carl Reese travelled back Terminator Day. The number 800 or T800 and then blah blah blah. I can't remember the number off the top of my head at the moment, but yeah. Vincent Verona, the past 25 plus years, have any of you a thought of a realistic explanation on how Skynet was able to survive after the events of T2? It didn't survive. Or are you theorising outside of the Dark Fate box? If so, realistic explanation on how computers always have backup files. So the information at Dyson's could have not all been destroyed. There wouldn't have just been Dyson working on it, even though he did create the was one of the main reasons why Skynet became what it was. There was other people working on the project, a lot of people working on the project, who could have had, you know, because that was only one reason why Skynet became what it was. So reasonable, realistic explanation for Skynet to survive, in my theory, is someone else had the computer, the stuff as well. Dun, dun, dun. What did I think? That's Rob Vamy or Rob Vamy. Am I right? Yeah. What did you think of the Sarah Connor Chronicles? I like some of them because I've only watched some of them. Struggle. I struggled finding the time to watch them. If I'm honest, I struggled finding the time to watch them, and I can't find anywhere to watch them without buying all the DVDs, and I haven't got a DVD player because we don't use DVDs anymore, do we? So I don't know where to find it all. I'm subscribed to Netflix, I'm subscribed to Now TV, and it's not on any of them, so. And I don't do Xbox. I don't play computer games. I know, yeah. Tony Lou, you can direct me a link to watch Sarah Connor Chronicles. If it's F movies or stuff like that, I've tried watching it on there and it just ends up being more of a pain in the arse than anything. Because I only use iPads and iPhones. I haven't got a MacBook or a Mac or anything at the moment. But we can still try. Let us know anyway. And so William Jolar is off to bed. Good live stream conversation. Good night. Keep terminating and stay positive. I will, mate. Have a good one. I did have an iPad Pro, mate. I got rid. Too big. I hope the channel will keep going after Terminator Dark Fate, KJM. Yeah, I hope so too. I'm going to try my best to keep going. It depends how much the interest stays on the videos. I'm not one of the biggest channels in the world. I'm trying my best to stay positive for the movie. You seem to get more publicity and more views if you're negative though, so wonder what if that's why people do it. But I'm not going to try and bash just for the sake of views. I'm not going to destroy the franchise that I love. I refuse to do it. Stefan Olsen was the R rating confirmed. 100,000% confirmed. Yeah, R rating is 100,000% confirmed. Yeah, so yeah, I'll keep the channel going if we get a trilogy. If we get the T7, see, we can watch Terminator Dark Fate, discuss that until my nipples fall off, and then theorise about Terminator 7. Because, believe it or not, I was theorising about Terminator 6, that's what it was called back then, way before we knew, or way before they even started filming. I had videos where I didn't even show my face, it was just images, and then I theorised. Some people might remember, but yeah, this channel went on about Terminator 6 forever, theorising, and then, so to keep this channel going, I'll go on about Terminator 7. We'll try anyway, we'll see how Dark Fate goes, but if not, my channel might disappear. That'd be a sad day. But the Terminator world, like Raoul says, is infinite. It is. Terminator 1 theories, Terminator 2 theorising. Dare I say it, I could do 2 T3 Salvation and Genesis, you know, and stick in the Dark Fate world and theorise about T7. I'm not going nowhere, am I? But yes, it's all good. So anyway, we've got the new featurette, which when I asked everyone earlier, was buzzing about it. I do wish though, I do wish. I forgot what I was going to say. Sorry, yeah. So we've got the positive featurette, and thinking of the future war. That was what I was thinking. I was thinking, well, I do wish we'd get a future war though. Even though I'm buzzing about Dark Fate, we need future war movie. Can't say it enough. But I'm buzzing. Everyone is positive about this movie. Well, 99% of the people that have commented on my channel are positive about this movie. There's been a lot of people that were really negative. Really negative. Not being, they weren't slagging it, they were just very disappointed. And now they've turned around. I've remembered a lot of names and people have turned around. So never ever think I'm against people's opinions. I am not. I'm against channels that spread hate. So everyone's got an opinion. As long as you're not being abusive, your opinions are valid in my eyes. It's when people get abusive, there's just no need for it. You know what I mean? Get your point across by being abusive. Don't work in my world, because people don't do it to your face. Yeah, some people are still a little bit worried. Like Tony Lou says, people are still worried. Some people are worried, but they're a lot more positive now they've seen, because it's given us a feel. It feels like a Terminator 2 sequel to me. I felt Terminator 2 when I was hearing the hint of the score in the background and watching the new footage. I felt Terminator 2 in my bones, if that makes any sense. I felt it. So yeah, I'm over the moon. I can't express it enough. Is this the last movie for Arnold? I would say so. Yeah, and I think it's the last movie, and I only think it's and that's because he's at a retiring age. But is he ever going to retire? Will he be? Will the termination units be written out of the story arc? I don't know. You know, until I've said that verbally, I've not thought about it. But I think we're looking at the last movie for Arnie, so let's enjoy it while we can. We all need a good Arnie shooting in the face. It wouldn't feel right as well. If we had Terminator Dark Fate and we were discussing it without Arnold Schwarzenegger, it wouldn't feel right. It's not a want of him having him back. We need him back. Yes, the small block 412 says the only disappointing fact was we didn't get the trailer. No, we didn't. But I'd rather not have a trailer than we have, and I'd rather not have a trailer and wait and then get it right and get the score on there right and get the feel and the vibe across right and, you know, show the true feel of the movie, than get the mistake of the first trailer with the shit music in the background. That's what blew my head off. I couldn't handle it. The Rev 9 jumping the way it does now, I accept it because of the future war scene and seeing what these units, these revelation units, you know, they have the ability to use their liquid metal parts as weapons, as tentacles, which they're not using them as tentacles, they're freaking stabbing weapons, you know. So as much as I want it grounded, I'm kind of accepting now there's a kind of an explanation for why the Rev 9 jumps the way it does. I'm accepting of it. So I'm breathing a bit better. I'm thinking, nice one, we're not getting another Marvel movie. Nothing against Marvel, nothing against the movies. I just don't want a fucking Marvel Terminator film. Where we're looking. But like I say, I'm not worried. I am over the moon, ecstatic. In fact, honestly, I've not had this much of a good time in the comments section and reading about Terminator Dark Fate and talking about Terminator Dark Fate than I have since near the beginning. It's been refreshing. It's been great. But this Unit 6, can I get a here from Unit 6? Uber YouTuber. I thought you was part of... You've been took off moderation here. You're back now, mate. Sorry. There's a few people that were Unit 6 that aren't Unit 6. I'll correct that the next time I'm live. I'm Unit 6. I've got to go now because my throat's giving way and I'm struggling to talk now. But Shaky Channel, you're a Unit 6 as well. Sorry, mate. But yeah, I'm going to bail out now. Not because I want to really, but I'm really starting to struggle with my throat to talk. It's been, I don't normally get like this. But honestly, Itchy RK, respect for the donation to the channel, mate. Honestly, it means a lot. It does. And it's more what you put the comment, which was thank you for all you do. You're a true fan. Keep up the positive vibe. John Connor or not, I'm totally stoked for Dark Fate. And respect, mate. Respect to everyone that takes time out of their day, even though it's only for a few minutes, to join me and watch my videos, my theories. Remember, this is the place to stay positive about the franchise you love. I'll try and do Uber YouTuber. I do apologise, yeah. There's because you weren't Little Blue, but you are a part of Unit 6. I don't know why, but everyone, respect for staying positive in the chat as always. Respect for taking time out of your day, evening. It does mean a lot to me. I don't just take this for granted. I do respect everyone for taking the time to be a part of what I do. If you want to help out the channel, leave a like. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, because this is where it's at for positivity for Terminator Dark Fate. I'll say it how it is. Fuck the negative channels. Fuck them. Honestly, there's no need. Everyone has an opinion, but when it's just purposely negative, fuck that. But yeah, my throat has been targeted for termination. So respect you all. James Handley, take it easy. Raoul, as always, respect. Shaky Channel, as always, respect. Craig Jones, respect. Tony Lou, respect. David Dickinson, respect. Uber YouTuber, sorry for not reading your questions, respect. David Dickinson, respect. Small Block 412, respect. Critical and Nerd Fanboy, respect. Fist bumps. Cyborg Gunner, love this channel too much. Love ours. Respect. Cyborg Anna. I like that. That's great. Gives the fist bumps. Come on. Everyone, like I keep saying, but I can't say it enough. Like I say, I cannot thank you guys enough for taking time out to join me and my videos. No doubt I'll be posting more about the featurette and the footage. If you haven't checked the Comic-Con shit out, it's not shit, but the Comic-Con featurette, check it out. You will have. But the Comic-Con footage of the panel is up now as well. So not on my channel, but it's up. Just put, yeah, check it out. 40 minutes long. It's great. Itchy RK, respect, mate. Honestly, everyone, respect, 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 respect. Yeah, honestly, I'll see you all. More than likely, I'll be up with a video tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Love you all. Peace out. This is Upside Down 6.